You know, I was watching that Apple event and I got two things that have interested me. And it's not even the Apple Watch, those Apple Watches, I don't care about them. Like, if they were gone today or anything like that, I would not care about them. I'm just being real with you guys. I just wouldn't care about that Apple Watch. But the two main things that I care about from this Apple event was the iPad 8th Gen and the iPad Air 4th generation. Hello everybody, my name is Lavon Cason, where you will be hearing Lavon Cason views, thoughts on technology and video games and other stuff like that. So today Apple had an event which they talk about the Apple Watch, which like I said, I don't really care about the Apple Watch like that because, I don't really care for smartwatches in general really, but that's just me. And also they talked about the iPad 8th generation, which pretty much has an Apple A12 processor, which was needed because the iPad 6th generation and the iPad 7th generation had an A10 processor. So I figure at this point, they're going to have to upgrade the processor for the base iPad. Nothing more, nothing less. So I'm glad that they updated the basic iPad to an A12 chip, because that means it will allow to get more updates and stuff like that, and overall it's just a better processor that can do 4K video editing better, and stuff like that. And it'll also to have, iPad OS 14 and stuff like that. It will support the Apple Pencil, so for all you guys that are into the Apple Pencil, yes, the new basic 2020 iPad will support the Apple Pencil. It will. And also too, the iPad 8th generation will be $329.99. And for all you out there that are into, education and also that are in college and in school in general, it will be $299 for you guys. And it will start shipping from this Friday. So it is available to order today. So if you want to order it or anything like that, you can order it today. Now, here's the most interesting device of the Apple event, and it is the new iPad Air. That's right, people. The most interesting thing was the iPad Air 4. Now, as you can see here, it looks like a 2018 iPad Pro. It really does look like a 2018 iPad Pro. Now, it has a 10.9 inch liquid retina screen, larger than the old Air, but overall in the same tablet footprint. It runs at, 2360 by 1640 resolution. Apple has moved the Touch ID to the power button on the, top edge. And also, too, now, this is the most interesting thing of all about the new iPad Air. It will be using, that's right, the A14 Bionic processor. That's right. The one that's probably going to be on the iPhone 12, the iPhone 12 Pro. The new iPad Air 4 is using that new A14 chip. Now, that right there is very exciting. That is very interesting. Because you normally see Apple announce new chips, normally on their new phones before they, announce them on their new tablet. But that wasn't the case at all. It was actually the opposite. They announced their new processor on their new tablet, and not even the highest end of tablet at all. Not even on the iPad Pro. It was on an iPad Air. But for those of you out there that are wondering, a lot of people were thinking that this was going to be using the A13 chip or whatever. But that's not the case. It was actually an A14 chip. Now, it is a 40% increase when it comes to CPU speed over the old iPad Air that was pretty much released back in last year. And 30% of a GPU increase, and a new faster engine with 16 cores, and it promises up to 2 times the machine learning performance. So it's a pretty powerful machine. The new iPad Air is a pretty powerful machine. And also too, you can hook it up with a 4K external display. And you wanna know why that is? It's because that the new iPad Air, that's right, supports USB-C. The new iPad Air has a USB-C port. And that is amazing. Thank you, Apple. Thank you, Apple. You finally adapted. You are finally adapting. Now all you got to do is put USB-C on your phones. That's all you got to do. So iPhone 13, I hope that it has a USB-C port. I hope. I honestly, I don't care about the whole port thing. But honestly, at this point, Apple, just use USB-C. Just use USB-C. I prefer that over a portless iPhone. Like, I really prefer that over a portless iPhone, to be honest with you. Because with everything pretty much uses USB-C at this point. USB-C is the new micro USB. Let's just keep it real. Let me say that again. USB-C is the new micro USB. So, and you want to know how much the iPad will cost? It will cost $5.99. That's right. It's not $4.99 like last year's. It is $5.99. So to me, I wonder what the new iPad mini will cost when that comes out next year. I think it'll cost maybe about $500. I have an odd feeling that the new iPad mini is going to cost $500 because the new iPad mini will probably be all screen when you really think about it. So I expect them to up the price. I really do expect them to do that. And also, here's a couple of other, minor details and stuff like that. The new iPad Air has, Wi-Fi 6. And, there's going to be a version of the iPad Air with LTE, which has, 10 times faster data rates thanks to the new modem. On the front-facing camera is 7 megapixels. I almost said Sega there, but I meant to say 7. It has 7 megapixels, and it will allow up to 1080p 60 video. Now, the rear-facing camera allows up to 4K 60 frames per second and 240 frames per second slow motion. And it also has, improved video stabilization. So, the rear camera is pretty much borrowed from the iPhone 11. Now, that is pretty cool. I'm not going to lie to you guys. That right there is pretty freaking awesome. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, which one am I most likely to buy? Which one is Lavon most likely to buy? Well, I'm probably most likely maybe going to buy, the basic iPad that is coming out this year. Probably that, if anything. And maybe, look out there to see how much the iPad Pro 2018 costs. I might look into that because I'm not really going to be interested into buying the new iPad Air. It has a lot of great stuff. I'm not going to lie, but I'm not interested in buying that product. I'm more interested in buying the basic iPad, the new and improved basic iPad with the A12 chip. That's the one that I'm mostly interested. But yeah, I've been rambling long enough. What do you guys think of these new tablets? The new iPad 8th Gen and the new, iPad Air 4. Let me know in the comment section below. Are you guys going to get one? Let me know. Hit that notification bell. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And when you hit that notification bell, you gotta hit all notifications. So that way you can be notified of future Lavon Cason videos and future Lavon Cason live streams. Bye.